この CM 明けでいきます。あと10秒です。
はい。
ザ・ワールドミュージックシップ。ザ・ワールドミュージックシップはハープ奏者琴平芽衣が音楽・文化の世界を旅するをコンセプトに世界の音楽の紹介やゲストさんをお招きする番組です。この番組は日本とアジアを広告イベントや商材で結ぶ株式会社エブリネットカンボジアの提供でお届けします。はい、ということで本日もお届けしていきます。ナビゲーターの岡崎美久とハーブ奏者の琴平芽衣さんとお届けしていきます。よろしくお願いいたします。
おはようございます。
おはようございます。本日は、
はい、ゲストになんと、
秋のお二方がいらっしゃっているということで、早速ご紹介をさせていただきたいと思います。本日マラウイからいらっしゃいました、マラウイ大使のブレデンガー・ワンダさんと一等書記官のパニー・ボンヌ・ルクナイさんです。
はい、おはようございます。
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
はい、早速マラウイというところなんですけど、マラウイはどちらに国がございますか？
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, Malawi is an independent country located in the southeast of Africa. We got our independence from the British government in 1964.
1964。
Yes. So we are an independent state from 1964.
イギリスから独立したのが、1964。1960年ですね。で、中央アフリカに、位置する国だそうです。
実際にどんな国柄というか、どんな国なんでしょう、マラウイ自体が。
What is Malawi?
Yeah, Malawi, as people know it, is named Warm Heart of Africa. Yes, Warm Heart of Africa. Just because people, yes, the people are very polite. They are, yes, they are always smiling, and they are welcoming to any visitor. So that's why it's called Warm Heart of Africa. It's warm-hearted people.
ね、すごい。マラウイは温かい心っていう、アフリカの温かい心っていうふうに言われている国で、とても皆さん気持ちが温かくて、人をウェルカムすることが、得意な国ということで。
実際にこう国旗のところも日が昇るようなデザインがされている、温かみというところでもすごくね、国旗からも伝わるかなと思いますけど、こちらどういった国旗の意味があるんですか？これやっぱり日が昇るみたいな意味なんですかね
？Yeah, also your flag is very nice, like
yes.
the design of art.
Yes, the Malawi flag has got three colors. The first color is what you see as black. It's black, it's standing for the people of Africa. Originally they are the black people. Yes, and we have the red. The red is standing for the blood. You know, we had to fight for our independence. We are under foreign rule for 70 years. So we had to fight for our independence. And through that struggle, we lost a lot of people. So in remembrance of those, the foreign heroes, we decided to include the red, which is standing for the loss of blood during the fight for independence.
Black people の象徴で、赤が独立するために流した血。そしてハーバーチャグリーン。
Yeah, green is standing for the rich natural sources that we have in Malawi. This it ranges from the vegetation, including the minerals which are below ground. So it's land of beauty, land of abundance. Yeah. But in addition, you have the sun, the rising sun. Yeah, yes, on top of the black. Yeah, the rising sun is standing for our destiny, where we are aiming to go. You know, when we are fighting for independence, immediately we got our independence. That was the dawn of our own freedom. So dawn, the rising sun is standing for the dawn of our independence, the dawn of our own destiny.
独立している象徴っていうことなんですね。すごい素敵な国旗で。
ありがとうございます。
緑が豊かな国ということなんですが、国土、what is the geography of your country like?
Yes. Malawi is located in the southeast of Africa. It is bordered by Tanzania.
アフリカ大陸の南西にあって、
in the north, but it is also surrounded by Mozambique from the southeast to the south and to part of the southwest. That is Mozambique, but on the west is Zambia. So we are surrounded by these three countries. Yes.
が隣の国という。
Yes.
はい、内陸の国なんですよね。周りが国に囲まれている。
Yes. So we are surrounded by three countries, namely Tanzania, Mozambique, and Zambia. Yes. So it's where you can find us very easy. If you know these three other countries, just know in between them there's Malawi.
この3つの国の間に位置しているのがマラウイということなんですね。はい、マラウイはすごく大きな湖があって、内陸の国なんですが、湖のyou have big lakes.
Oh yes, yes. In fact, we have Lake Malawi, which is very big. It's a big lake. In length, it's the longest area is 350 kilometers in length, and on the widest, and on the widest area is 80 kilometers. On the largest width, is 80 kilometers. So it's one of the biggest lake. In fact, it's the third largest lake in Africa. After Lake Victoria, then Lake Tanganyika, then Malawi comes number 3 in Africa. Yeah. Yes, yes.
そこで取れるものっていう産業物だったりするのはどちらになるんですか？
So the lake here catches fish.
Yes, in fact, Lake Malawi is one of the water bodies that has very clean water. It's non-salty water. There is not salty water, and we have over 660 different species of fish, which is unique to Lake Malawi. And some of the fish, like the chambo fish, is a tilapia fish. Chambo, yeah. Local name is chambo, and this chambo is unique to Lake Malawi. You find it nowhere else in the world, so it shows the uniqueness of Lake Malawi. And yes, and it's very tasty. If you taste chambo, I think you will never go away from it. It's really nice. Yes.
魚もたくさんあって、そして緑も豊かなんですよね。So your country is rich in nature.
Yes, Malawi is rich in natural resources. When I talk about natural resources, I'm looking at the fisheries aspect within Lake Malawi and other lakes in Malawi. They are full of any type of fish you get. But when you come on the land, you have got a lot of wildlife. For example, in Malawi, we have got 11 nature reserves, what we call national parks. 11, where you'll be able to see any type of animals, including the big 5. The big 5 include the lion, elephant, leopard, buffalo, and the rhino. So these are the big 5 of Africa, and Malawi is blessed to have these animals. Yes, but in addition to these 11 national parks, we also have 66 gazetted forest reserves. And in most of these forest reserves, you are also able to see these big 5 animals, plus other animals.
So many tourists.
Yes, so these are the tourism aspects that we have. This it shows Malawi is rich in natural resources, including areas of tourism. So even Lake Malawi is part of the national park. We have got Lake Malawi National Park, where you are able to see animals within the fish line. If you go to the Lake Malawi, you are able to see all types of fish, including crocodiles in the lake, in the sea, I mean Lake Malawi. Yeah. On the rivers, you are able to see crocodiles, hippopotamus, hippos. So you are able to cover all these types of wildlife. Yeah. But in terms of below ground minerals, we have got a lot of minerals as well. Yeah, like rare earth. Yeah, we also have yeah. So we have a lot of minerals like uranium. Yes, we have uranium. Yes, and we have got gold and other metals. Yeah, we have all these, but unfortunately they are not exploited. So we need investors to exploit them.
あ、そうなんです。まだ開発途上などで開発してくれる人を募集しているということなんですけれども。じゃあマラウイは湖があってそこにたくさんの魚もあるんだけれども、自然も豊かでたくさんの動物もあって観光客もたくさん来ているということなんですね。ちょっと日本から遠い印象なんですが、What do you think about in Japan? What do you think about Japan? 日本はマラウイの方にとってどんな国なんでしょうか?
Yeah, Malawi and Japan, there are a lot of similarities. For example, in Malawi, we say Malawi is the warm heart of Africa, and it has a rising sun. And in Japan, we call it the land of rising sun. That is Japan. So you can see the commonality there. The rising sun in Malawi, and there's also rising sun in what? In Japan. So there are similarities, and one of them is the culture. The culture between Malawi and Japan is total. I mean, they are almost the same. People in Japan, they are very polite. Yeah, they are smiling, very approachable. Yeah. So these are the characteristics that we have in Malawian society. So I'm convinced, and our stay in Japan is very simple because we have no problems in terms of culture, because the cultures are almost the same. Even in names. For example, you have got the Satos here in Japan. In Malawi, you have got Satos. You have got Mr. Sato. We have Mr. Sato in Malawi. A lot of them. We have Soko. Yes. We have got Soko. Sokos here. In Malawi, we have got the Sokos. So you see, there are so many names. Maybe next time who hear that we have got bandas in Japan. There are so many bandas. We have got banalis in Malawi. Next time we'll see a lot of banalis here in Japan. Yes. So these are the similarities that brings Malawi and Japan very close.
Message for
Yeah. So my message is, I'll be very happy to invite, since we have got those similarities, and it's very easy for Malawi and Japanese society to assimilate in each other's countries. So I'm inviting Japanese investors and Japanese tourists to go to Malawi, visit Malawi. Yeah, yes.
観光にも来てほしい、投資もしてほしい、もう少しね、
Yes, we have a lot of investment opportunities in Malawi. I've talked about the unexploited minerals in Malawi. So if you have got any investors, they are able to go to Malawi. Malawi will give them licenses to exploit those. Yes.
可能性があるというので、レアメタルとかもこれからの分野でもいろんな人を受け入れているということです。
And even for tourism, Japanese people, they are free to access tourism facilities in Malawi. Lake Malawi, national parks and game reserves. And even people, it's part of tourism. If somebody smiles at you, that is part of tourism. That's what is really, a strength for Malawi.
またマライを知る機会があったらいいと思うんですが、1月の31日にチャリティーパーティーを予定していますので、ぜひマライを多種工程で身近に感じる機会がありますので参加ください。
こちらは琴平さん、メイさんの方の公式の
フェイスブックのホームページからお申し込みいただけます。
ぜ 気になった方、こちらチェックしてみてください。ということで改めて本日のゲスト来ていただきましたのはマラウイ大使館から大使のブルネンカーバンダさん、ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
ありがとうございます。次回が今年最後12月21日はエルサルバトールの大使が参加してくれます。
はい、
ぜひ。
ありがとうございました。この番組は日本とアジアを広告、イベントや商材で結ぶ株式会社リブリテッドカンボジアの提供でお届けしました。
お疲れ様でした。
Yeah, thank you.
ありがとうございます。